Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, the DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase is rescheduling. The Army extends the amount of time aviators will have to serve. And Boeing signs new 737 MAX orders. I'm Sophia Herlock. The 2020 DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase, originally scheduled for November 12th through the 14th, is being rescheduled to sometime in late January of 2021 due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Officials at the DeLand Municipal Airport had hoped to continue with the annual showcase as scheduled to help salvage the trade show industry, but they came to the decision that the rising number of COVID-19 cases in Florida would make the event unsafe for all attendees. On the rescheduling of the event, Jana Phillip, DeLand Municipal Airport Sport Aviation Administrator, stated, "Preparations have been running along so well. Exhibitor participation was setting a record pace, and we had such high hopes for November. But over the last weeks, the COVID-19 situation in Florida has really been so terribly negative, and we really must think of the health and well-being of our visitors, exhibitors, volunteers, other guests, and the staff of DSAS and City of DeLand itself." Officials also stated their next showcase will build on the extensive work done in 4 successful prior events, as DSAS 19 alone reported $2 million in sales and services on the showcase field, with an economic impact to the community of over $1.5 million. Updates on the event will be posted to sportaviationshowcase.com as they become available. When we return, we'll have the latest on another aviation event going virtual.
We spent days flying and burning fuel and experiencing the new Swift fuel. I'm pretty dang impressed. I mean, to come out with a high octane replacement fuel with no lead, that's a tall order. If they continue to go the way they're going, Swift fuel will have a replacement fuel of the market. It's better for the environment. It's cleaner on your engine. That's a game changer.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip around the patch. Children between the ages of 8 and 17 will be able to experience the Women in Aviation International 6th Annual Girls in Aviation Day year-round and virtually through the new Aviation for Girls app. The app is now available to download on the App Store or Google Play. However, content for the Girls in Aviation Day event will not be launched until September 26th. WAI is also offering a free merchandise kit, so participants can enjoy the full Girls in Aviation Day experience, featuring a backpack filled with a sticker, keychain, glitter tattoo, Aviation for Girls 2020, and a sectional chart while supplies last. You can find more information on this app and what the virtual event will entail at wai.org. Skyrora successfully launched its 2-stage, 4-meter-tall suborbital rocket, Skylark Micro, from the company's mobile launch complex in Iceland. The rocket climbed 26.86 kilometers in altitude before both stages were parachuted back down to sea. The launch is part of Skyrora's de-risking program leading up to building and launching of its orbital vehicle Skyrora XL, scheduled for 2023. On Monday, the United States Parachute Association's Board of Directors held a meeting to discuss the future of the 2020 USPA Skydiving and Parachuting Nationals after being unable to find a host city due to the ongoing pandemic. After a discussion and reviewing a number of responses from members on both sides of the issue, the board came to the decision to cancel the 2020 event. USPA's next Nationals will be held October 18th through the 30th of 2021 at Skydive, Arizona. The Department of Transportation issued an order to allow the 4 Chinese airlines currently performing scheduled passenger services to the United States to increase their services to 8 weekly round-trip flights. This aggregate level of service is equivalent to the total number of flights now permitted by the Chinese aviation authorities for U.S. carriers. As of August 12th, the 2 U.S. carriers currently operating scheduled passenger service in the U.S.-China passenger market, United and Delta, had qualified for additional flight frequencies. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Starting in October, Commissioned and Warrant Officers selected for initial entry flight training will be required to serve at least a decade once they become an Army aviator. This new policy doesn't include soldiers currently in training, as the Army is looking to apply the policy to troops selected for flight training in fiscal year 2021 and beyond. The change comes after the costs and requirements for aircraft have increased across the board. William S. Kearns, Chief Warrant Officer 5, stated, "There are many complexities in these advanced helicopters, which translates to increased costs and flight hours and training requirements. They require more time for people to gain experience. There's the technical expertise that goes along with it as well. In the end, it's the Army getting a good return on the investments." Kearns also emphasized that this investment is what sets the Army apart from other branches of the military, as the Army is the only branch that allows people to go into flight training with just a high school diploma. The policy also applies to Army Reserve and National Guard components, but their obligated service will remain part-time. Polish airline Enter Air has expanded its commitment to the 737 family with a new order for 2 737-8 airplanes, plus options for 2 more jets. An all-Boeing operator and Poland's biggest charter carrier, Enter Air began operations in 2010 with a single 737 airplane. Today, the airline's fleet includes 22 next-generation 737 and 2 737 MAX airplanes. When the new purchase agreement is fully exercised, Enter Air's 737 MAX fleet will rise to 10 aircraft. Enter Air and Boeing have also finalized a statement to address the commercial impact stemming from the grounding of the 737 MAX fleet. And while the details of the agreement are confidential, the compensation will be provided in a number of forms and staggered over a period of time. And that wraps up our week, everyone. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. To stay up to date on the latest aviation and aerospace news this weekend, head over to aero-news.net. I hope you had a great week. Come back again on Monday for an episode of Airborne Unlimited.